Hey guys, I want to send you another update. I think the last update I did was on Friday, right after I washed my hair and was feeling really good. So I believe I am 25 days post surgery after my Friday hair wash. Saturday, I woke up feeling good. So I got dressed, and David and I picked up my nephews, and I was supposed to move my office at work. So I picked them up and took them with me over to the building to move my office, and they really did. I mean, they were just amazing. Took care of everything for me. Um, and I really just kind of gave them direction and put stuff away. Um, I didn't lift anything too heavy or anything like that. Um, But, we were there for a few hours. Afterwards, I took them out to lunch to P.F. Chang's. I just had some edamame while they ate, and I still was feeling okay. I was getting a little sore, a little tired. Um, we walked over to Old Navy, and while we were in there, I really started to feel it a little bit more. It really felt like, maybe I'd overdone it for the day. So we left. David brought me home before taking the boys home, and I just kind of rested. Later on Saturday evening, however, I got this excruciating pain in my right side. It started right around my lowest incision, and the pain just radiated around through my back. Whenever I was standing up, it was just excruciating pain. So for the first time in 2 weeks, I took my pain medication, and I was able to find a position laying down where I was kind of scrunched. My knees bent, my belly was kind of scrunched, and it made the pain, tolerable. So I went to sleep like that. I woke up Sunday morning, and I felt okay because I was in that same position. Um, after just a um, After just a little bit, I decided to get up out of bed, and oh my goodness, the pain was just insane. I mean, as soon as I went to stand up, I mean, literally tears were just running down my face. It hurt so bad. So I got back in the position that was working, and lay there for a couple hours, just kind of hoping it would go away. It didn't, and the pain just became unbearable. So at that point, I had David take me to the ER. And I had to be in pain to go to the ER, since I wouldn't let him take me, even when I fainted that day or passed out or whatever it was. Um, so we went to Tampa General, and literally sat there for 3 hours in excruciating pain, just tears running down my face. Still hadn't gotten called back to be seen. When I asked the nurse, how much longer it was going to be, I got a response that their longest wait time was 5 hours. She couldn't tell me how long, so of course, at that point, I just decided to leave. Um, so I went over to Florida Hospital in Wesley Chapel, because again, they are a great hospital. I went to TGH because they had a bariatric program. So I figured, they would, and they're a top-rated hospital, so I figured they'd be the best people for me to see, but obviously that didn't work. So I went over to Florida Hospital. They got me right in. They could see the amount of pain I was in, so they immediately got me on pain medication and some nausea medication, and got some fluids in me. They then did a CAT scan and an ultrasound. They said the appendix looked good. They didn't see any kidney stones. Obviously, I don't have a gallbladder anymore, which I haven't had for years. So that wasn't the cause of the problem. They did find some fluid in my belly, not a lot. And they found some ovarian cysts, which until then I didn't know I had. But couldn't really find a source for the pain. He did some palpitations on my abdomen. He touched an area that, oh my goodness, shot the pain sheer through me, even on the morphine. But he had no idea what that pain was. But because it wasn't anything emergent, they sent me home. Came home with some pain medication. I don't know if it was just, being dehydrated. The pain medication, I vomited several times. Poor David. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, by the time we got back, and I'm sitting here vomiting up almost nothing, really. So anyway, I was really, like I said, vomiting almost nothing, but I finally just got into a position where it wasn't so bad. I really didn't sleep at all that night. And then Monday, I spoke to my surgeon. He had me come in today, so I went to see him today. I just felt like there was something really wrong. I mean, the pain was just so intense. Again, when I'm sitting or laying scrunched in some type of position, the pain is bearable. But standing up, it is excruciating. So I went in this morning and saw him. He is absolutely incredible. I'll just tell you that. I really did pick a great surgeon, even if he was all the way in Orlando. And, came in, explained to him a little bit. He had me lay back on the bed. And as soon as I did, he reached over and he touched that one area. He knew exactly where the pain was. And he said it is where the internal sutures are in my abdomen muscle. It would appear that I did a little bit too much on Saturday. Who knew that Jennifer could overwork herself? But he said the pain that I'm feeling when I'm standing is the muscles pulling against the suture. They're trying to open, and the suture is preventing it. And that's why I'm having all of that pain. He gave me another pain medication. I told him I didn't want to continue to take the one I had. It was too strong, and I just don't like the way it makes me feel. So he gave me something that, stronger than over the counter, less, not as strong as what I was on. But then he gave me a muscle relaxer. Obviously not to take them together, but he thinks a muscle relaxer may help because he says I'm tensing those muscles, which is just causing the pain to be increased. So I'm going to try taking those. I've never taken a muscle relaxer before, so it makes me a tad bit nervous. But I will tell you that, during this time, I was just praying to God for this not to be something bad that caused me to have to go back into the hospital, that caused them to have to go back into my abdomen. I was scared that, because the pain was so intense that, maybe something had torn or, ripped something. I don't know. But as of right now, that does not seem to be the case. So that makes me very happy. So praise the Lord for that. I think this was, God giving me a wake-up call saying that I just need to slow it down a little bit and give myself some time to properly heal. I have to remember that I did have major surgery in my abdomen, right? I had these notifications on my phone are driving me crazy. I had the bypass surgery. I had a hernia repaired. I had part of my stomach removed. So there was a lot that was done, and I just need to remember to continue to give myself time to heal. And even though I'm going jack behind crazy, hanging out in this house, that I just need to slow down, take the time, let my body heal, let it recover, so that way I can come into the fullness of the blessing of this surgery that God has given me, and what His plan is for me. I know that He has a plan for all of this. I know there is a reason for me doing these videos and sharing all of this with you guys. And I need to slow down and let myself heal so I can get to the point of being able to see all the blessings that are going to come out of this. So that is what I am doing right now. So I am laying here on the sofa. I am relaxing. I do intend to try to return to work tomorrow, but it will be from my home. And I will do it at a slower pace to ensure that I don't faint anymore. I don't end up, doing damage. I don't want to go back to the ER. I don't want to go back to the hospital. I want to have regular follow up visits with the surgeon where he tells me that I'm doing a fantastic job. That's it. So I need to just continue to do my part. I will tell you that he fussed at me a tad bit today for not getting enough fluids, and he could tell by looking at the blood work from the ER. So I'm working on that as well, and I have my Propel here, and my little Eula, I think it's that South Cell Eula light on there, and that light, oh, ooh, that hurt just bending. That light actually lights up every 30 minutes to remind me to drink. So it just goes by the action of me tipping the bottle to know if I've had a drink or not. So nothing, super high tech. It costs like 20, 25 bucks. But it's enough to keep it top of mind for me. So I'm using that, and I'm going to focus on my water as my primary. So primary step 1 is focusing on getting all of my water in. 2 is my protein and vitamins. And then 3 is going to be, allowing myself time to just continuously to start getting more active, but to do it at a slower pace and not just jump into everything, 2 feet first, whole body, what have you. So that's where I'm at right now. Again, I want to thank you guys for your continued encouragement. So many people are reaching out and checking on me when I went to the ER, and that just meant the world to me to know that that I matter to somebody, that somebody was caring. David sat there with me. Even though I know he was getting frustrated, not necessarily with me, but just, the wait at the first hospital and what have you. But he sat there with me. You guys called and checked on me and sent me messages. And again, I would not be able to make it through this journey without all the love and support that God has blessed me with all of you guys. So I will continue to keep you guys updated. But thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.